entertaining and informative.
This is Sid and Friends in the Morning.
77 WABC.
So I just had Charlie Gasparino on the show, and he's got a new book out, Go Woke, Go Broke, and he brought you up unprovoked. He said, you want to talk about business. Who knows more about business than your boss, John? It's very nice.
He is, Charlie Gasparino is one good guy, a very smart guy, and his book, Go Woke, Go Broke, I recommended that they send it to every college or university chancellor in the country. I said, I'll pay for it to send it to every chancellor in the country.
Because you agree with that. You agree with that.
I agree. I mean, when you go to a university, Sid, you're supposed to hear both sides and evaluate. Do I like this? Do I like that? Not hear one side. I mean, enough is enough.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. And the woke policies are destroying our corporations, our businesses. And, John, you have to admit,
they're going to destroy
you've been
New York.
A victim.
They're going to destroy New York before anything else.
Yes.
By some of the stupid things they do.
Real estate in New York, I had a young lady in here at 6:45 this morning.
I was listening.
They're shutting down the park, John.
Yeah.
And $4 million apartments. You know about that. Right next door. What are they doing? For migrant shelters?
It is crazy. And I said at our Saturday morning breakfast, we had a lot of guests this week, and I said, there's 8.5 million New Yorkers. There's 3,300 repeat criminals. Who do these politicians work for? The 3,300 criminals? I mean, hey, out of 8.5 million people, only to have 3,300, we're lucky. I mean, maybe half of them need mental institutions. Maybe the other half are just done for. They should be living along, with society.
That's right.
With civilization.
Yeah.
We live in a civilized country. They're trying to turn this against us.
What'd you think of the DNC? I know you were traveling a lot. You're in Greece and Europe, but what'd you think overall?
I watched it. I fell asleep a lot.
Yeah.
It looks like they were tiptoeing through the tulips.
Yeah.
That they believe joy to the world.
That's all they do.
Joy.
Right.
I mean, there's a reality out there.
Yeah.
There's a reality. And I think the common sense Democrats, and there's a lot of them. Hey, Governor David Paterson, one common sense guy.
I like him. He is.
Judge Weinberg, one common sense guy.
He was in here last week.
We don't agree with him on everything.
No. Very few things, but he's common sense. But your buddy, who I happen to like, and I thought he was a very good president, till he got jobbed in the second term, Bill Clinton, he spoke last week.
I don't think he spoke with his heart.
That's what I was going to ask you. He adopted what they were saying. That's not the real Bill Clinton, right?
I don't think he said it with emotion.
I'm glad you said that.
That's what I feel
about that.
Listen, me and Dick Morris, we were both Bill Clinton people, and we had a segment on Sunday morning, and he didn't. My personal belief, and I have not talked to him. I didn't think he said it with emotion.
I agree. And I knew you were going to say that, and I'm glad you said that. You think he'd ever come on your show and admit that, though? Probably not.
I wouldn't put him in that position.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Right.
I love him, and I respect him. I wouldn't put him in that position.
He had to do what he had to do. Let's get to the radio landscape, okay? So you came in, and we were in trouble, right? We had just sold 3 stations. We were down to WABC. Me and Bernie had no idea what the future was. Chad, God bless him.
You're going to be a Chinese station.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, seriously. And then thank God you came in on your white horse with Margo.
And they sold it to me thinking that I'd blow it up.
They did. And people said, this is going to be John's hobby. And that has not been the case at all. Instead, you've made this station a powerhouse. And now CBS 880 goes away. What are your thoughts on that?
Nielsen has said to me and Chad that we're the number 1 AM station in the country.
So that's true. So then you didn't really need CBS 880. If you've got wings in WABC, where does it fit?
We were going to buy CBS until the Soros situation come out.
Is that right?
Yes.
And if you bought CBS, what would you have done with it?
I would have made it a B station to WABC.
You would have, okay.
And they changed it into WFAN now. And
ESPN, right, sports.
And what we're going to do with WABC, we're going to beef up. I spoke to Chad over the weekend. We're going to beef up our news. And so we're going to be better than INS. We're going to be better than CBS ever was.
I think we already are better than CBS.
Well, we're going to be
we
double
put them out of
better.
business.
We're going to be double better.
Okay, good. Let me get to RFK Jr. You know a lot of people. You know a lot of Democrats. And I know you know the Kennedys. What do you think about him endorsing Trump, him now part of the might?
Let me tell you something about this Democratic Party. And I was a member of it, and you were a member of it. You voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016.
I did, and I love that Koch.
And I love Bill Clinton. And I remember how well respected JFK was, very well respected. And this White House, this Democratic Party, whoever controls what's happening, not to give RFK Jr. Secret Service protection after he lost his father, after he lost his uncle, is a sin. There's no other way to say it. Every American out there, whether you like RFK or don't like RFK, the man deserves Secret Service protection.
Of course, 100%. Do you think he's going to help Trump or not really?
Well, I'll give you my evaluation, and I gave it to Charlie Gasparino. I gave it to Dick Morris. And out of 100% votes, I think the people that will vote for, I think 75 of them would be from Joe Biden or now Kamala Harris,
right,
and 25 from Trump. So I think it helps Trump.
It does help Trump. Okay,
my personal opinion.
Okay,
also because of how the Democratic Party has treated him, and they did everything possible to knock him off the ballot in New York.
They knocked him off the ballot.
He lost the court case, and they knocked him off the ballot in Pennsylvania.
Yes, and he lives here. So, all right. So now we get to this.
Here we go.
You've been saying for weeks, and a lot of people on this show agree with you, a lot, that you don't think Harris is going to debate.
I don't think Harris is going to debate because...
Okay, but wait. There's a new wrinkle to this.
Oh, my God. Go ahead.
I'm going to read this to you. Our friend posted this yesterday morning, and it goes like this. I watched ABC Fake News this morning. Both lightweight reporter Jonathan Karl, ridiculous and biased interview of Tom Cotton, who is fantastic, and their so-called panel of Trump haters. And I ask, why would I do the debate against Kamala Harris on that network? Will panelist Donna Brazil give the questions to the Marxist candidate like she did for crooked Hillary Clinton? Will Kamala's best friend, who heads up ABC, do likewise? Where is little George Stephanopoulos hanging out these days? Will he be involved? They've got a lot of questions to answer. Why did Harris turn down Fox, NBC, CBS, and even CNN? Stay tuned. Donald Trump now saying he may not debate. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think there's no upside for Kamala Harris to show up. She can only look bad. There is no way. She hasn't had a press conference in 36 days.
But why is Trump the one who's saying he's not going to show up?
Because he feels. And, I'm a guy that feels things too, and I know him for a long time. And when you're in business, and he was a businessman for all those years, you feel things.
Yeah.
And I think he feels
like he's getting ganged up on.
There's a double cross coming someplace.
Yeah. But he's got to do it though, right? Because he'll kill her, right? Right, John?
I think he has to be prepared and see what happens.
Would you be? Because I would be very disappointed, and I know where he's coming from. I hate the people at ABC. I get all of that, but I'd be very disappointed if he did not debate. What about you?
I don't know.
We want to see the numbers.
I don't think she's going to show up. I think he should dare her to show up, and he should make certain restrictions on ABC television.
Yeah.
On the criteria
right
that should happen. It can't be, I think they have to bring in additional reporters other than ABC. Otherwise, the big fix could be in.
Right. They should maybe...
Listen, it is reasonable. I used to have a mentor. It is reasonable to assume a person or an organization will do tomorrow what they did yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, look at the Donna Brazil item.
Yes. She did give the questions to Hillary. She did. That's a fact. We know that.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But she cannot beat Donald Trump in a debate.
Okay. Well,
so now
the debate.
They have to put a fix it.
No, they got to figure it out because now he's looking to back out. If the election was today, John Catsimatidis, and you're as smart as they come. If the election was today, who wins?
I think Trump edges it out.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But I think with time going on in September, like I said the other day, July belonged to the Republicans, August belongs to the Democrats, and people come back from vacation and sort things out by September.
Yes.
So by September, people are going to think about things, and they're going to look at things. Look, is the borders really going to get better under Kamala Harris? No way. Is the fentanyl going to get better? No way. Is the woke culture going to get better? No way.
Is the supermarket business going to get better? No way.
Now, I was on Maria Bartiromo over the weekend.
Oh, you were?
And I was there Friday morning with her. When they say, the woke culture in what's happening in overcharging. Well,
the price gouging. Right.
Let me tell you, there's two numbers. The national number, where you have a lot of legitimate places nationwide, and then you have the inner cities, the San Franciscos, the Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, Atlanta, where all the drugstores are closing.
Yeah. CVS and Walgreens.
And let me tell you something. Supermarkets' traditional gross margin or net margin is 2%, 1.5%. And traditional, the shrinkage, which is people stealing and shrinkage, 1.5%. Now, in the inner cities, and I'll tell you what it is in New York, in the inner cities, between the shrinkage, the merchandise disappearing, and additional security, is 6%. Wow. So there's no way you can make money. No. They want to audit us. They can audit us all they want. Wow. Give me back the money we lost.
Yeah. Wow, they're making it tough on you, right?
That's why everybody else is shut down. And sales are down. You know why sales are down? How many people, are you going to wait online while a clerk decides to show up to open up and sell your toothpaste, open up the closed closet?
It's funny you say that. Do you know there was one day 2 weeks ago? I swear, John, I actually stood there for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I rang the bell 3 times because they're also understaffed.
So that's why sales are down.
Yes, I know.
So you can't sell anything, and the shrinkage and the additional security, guess what?
Tough.
New York, if there's not a change November 6th, our country is in deeper trouble.
Big trouble. Big trouble. I agree with you. But before we get to the gloom and doom, nobody puts on a party like John and Margot. September the 6th.
September 6th, the greatest show on earth. I mean, I'd like to say it'd be greater than Donald Trump put on in Milwaukee,
Wildwood, right?
But we're going to come close.
Yeah.
It's the greatest show. We're honoring Tony Orlando, Cousin Brucey, and a few secret people that we're honoring that we can't talk about yet.
Is that right?
Yes.
From our station or from other places? You can't talk about it.
Can't talk about it.
Okay, all right. There you have it.
But tickets are still available.
There are.
And you go to WABCRadio.com/gala. And we'd love to see you.
It's a gorgeous event.
Everybody. It's going to be a great event.
Cipriani's, it's the one on 42nd Street.
Convenient to get to.
Yeah.
Grand Central is right there.
Yeah, and you got the hotel right there, too, if you want to stay in the city. And it really is a gorgeous party. You guys do an amazing job. It's a gorgeous party. And the food is great there, too.
And we want to celebrate life.
Yes.
And make sure. And we also celebrate all Virgo's birthdays.
I saw that. Is that what it is, all Virgos?
Well, yeah, we just throw that in. Why not?
Because Danielle's birthday is right after.
After all, my birthday is September 7th, so what the heck?
Oh, my God, is that right?
I'm going to be a year old?
Your birthday is literally at midnight that night?
Yeah, well, Chad is there, too.
He's September 7th also?
No, he's, I think,
right
after or day before.
Wow.
So.
This will be the first time also in 3 years that when you walk in, John, there's not going to be 9,000 books. 2 years ago was my book. Last year was your book.
Well, let's have him anyway. Whatever we have left over, let's give away our books, whatever we have left over.
We should do that. You're right. It's going to be great. It's great to see you. You called in last week. You were great, too, when you enjoyed that beautiful.
From 6,000 miles away.
I know. But wasn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
And you had your whole family. Isn't that great?
And I was listening to WABC. We're available in 177 countries now.
Not 173.
No, 177 we're up to.
And it came in crystal clear, right?
It came in crystal clear.
Awesome.
And if I couldn't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, guess what? You're the morning show in Europe.
That's great. Hey, it's good to have you back, though. We love you, and congratulations on everything, and we can't wait to party with you coming up in 2 weeks. Thank you.
God bless America.
God bless America, and God bless you. That's our boss, but our friend, more importantly, our friend, the great John Catsimatidis. Check him out at 5 o'clock. Cats and Cosby, terrific show every weekday afternoon, and, of course, his mega hit, Cats Roundtable, 8 a.m. every Sunday morning.